Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video, and when I see a historic low Steam game deal this good and a game that I've talked about repeatedly over and over again, you know I gotta give it a mention when it's at a new low price point. It's a game that I absolutely love. It's a franchise that I've loved since the 2013 reboot. I am, of course, talking about Tomb Raider, and the best entry of the Tomb Raider reboot, origin story, trilogy, whatever you want to call it, is discounted heavily. We'll talk about that, and we've got some other deals to go over. More historic low game deals, more great deals at great prices, so we'll go over all of that. But I do want to center the video around Rise of the Tomb Raider at its lowest price point ever. 90% off for $2.99. Yes, it is a little bit comedic how much I talk about the Tomb Raider trilogy of games ever since Tomb Raider 2013, and you know, I definitely get, I don't want to say criticism, just like, whoa, bro, what an opinion you have since you love the Tomb Raider games so much since the 2013 reboot, but I also make a note, I'm not crazy about Tomb Raider pre-Tomb Raider 2013, like, I think the games are pretty mediocre pre-Tomb Raider 2013, which, again, some people will have to take me out to the gallows for that one, but I think the Tomb Raider games with the 2013 reboot and the subsequent games, Rise of the Tomb Raider and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which, by the way, both of those games are on sale as well. You can get the entire trilogy discounted on top of that. But I think these games are legitimately phenomenal. Like, I would put them, since you get the Tomb Raider and Uncharted comparisons all the time, I would put these Tomb Raider games at the level of the best Uncharted games. You know, Uncharted 2, Uncharted 4, I would put ROTR at that level. I think it's that damn good. And ROTR, to me, was such a significant improvement upon Tomb Raider 2013. It was just outstanding. I would say Shadow of the Tomb Raider unfortunately faltered somewhat from a narrative standpoint, but ROTR I just thought had the best of everything, and I think all three games are quite good, but this 90% off for $2.99, without a doubt an absolute banger of a deal that's gonna go a little bit under the radar, and especially because, you know, a lot of people just own these games at this point. They've been discounted heavily so many times, and previously it would go on sale for $4.49. So $4.49 was already an outstanding deal, but at $2.99, I mean, come on, man, that's a tremendous deal, and hopefully in my lifetime we'll finally get news on Crystal Dynamics' next Tomb Raider game, because the thing is, from Tomb Raider 2013 into Rise of the Tomb Raider into Shadow of the Tomb Raider, it was like bang, bang, bang. The games were just coming out. Tomb Raider 2013, Rise of the Tomb Raider came out in fall of 2015 on Xbox, and then a slight delay on PC. And then you had Shadow in 2018. It was just coming out super consistently. And after those games were so well received, it's like, let's just bench Tomb Raider for 8 years. And I know Crystal Dynamics was working on other things, Avengers, and they were working on I believe they were involved with the Perfect Dark game that got canceled, but it's just like, man, how do you bench Tomb Raider for all of these years after Tomb Raider 2013 and the subsequent games were so awesome? It's just like, what are we doing here? But hopefully, you know, Crystal Dynamics and everybody involved do a good job with Tomb Raider, and obviously there's going to be a lot of attention around Tomb Raider with the Amazon show, I believe. Is it Amazon? Is it Netflix? I don't follow television like that much, but we've got the Tomb Raider show coming out, or that's going to begin filming as well, and that'll probably be very notable, and I'm sure they want to line up the new game coming out, you know, around the time of the show airing, maybe right before, maybe during, after, but within the same realm, and Tomb Raider, hopefully as an IP, will be sticking around for quite a while. It's just like, man, the Tomb Raider trilogy was so good. How do we bench a franchise like this for so long? But, you know, Square Enix does a good job of benching franchise, and Square Enix did publish the Tomb Raider games. You know, they bench Nier of all franchises, so, you know, figure that one out, but nonetheless, that is on sale. And then Tomb Raider 2013 is $2.24, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider is $7.86. The definitive Survivor trilogy is $11.64. Absolutely would recommend it, but if you just want to pick up one, ROTR at $2.99, a no-brainer, phenomenal deal there. Next up, as a part of the Capcom TGS sale, Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection Volume 1 and Volume 2 at a historic low price point of $19.79, coming down from the $29.99 range, 50% off, now 67% off. And the thing is, this collection is a part of the Humble Capcom bundle that's running right now, but it's $35. You do get some other stuff with it, of course, but if you just want Battle Network Legacy Collection 1 and 2, man, this collection is awesome. And the reality is these are Game Boy Advance games. Can you go the route of emulating them? Yeah, you could, but I like to have my games on Steam, and these games were a part of my childhood, so obviously I'm gonna be a little bit biased towards them, but I absolutely love these games. However, Battle Network 1, which naturally is gonna be the game most people start off with, has absolutely shown its age. Like, Battle Network 1 is a game that has not aged all too well, and definitely has its issues. Battle Network 2 really builds upon it. BN1 like set the foundation, it set the template, and Battle Network 2 really improved upon it, and then the subsequent games I thought were all really good. Even Battle Network 4, which I know some people were down on, I really liked. You know, I maybe really liked as a stretch, or like 5 and 6 I thought were really, really great. 4 was fine. But yeah, you get all of those games, Battle Network 1 through 6, and starting with Battle Network 3, you had like the Pokemon gimmick going on as well, where you had multiple iterations. You get all of those games. It's just a great collection, so definitely recommend that at $19.79. You got Far Cry 3, that is 80% off for $3.99. This game is absolutely beloved. It's the game that took Far Cry to another level. I know a lot of people liked Far Cry 1 and 2, but Far Cry 3 really expanded the reach of the franchise, and people loved the main villain, the open world game design, and yeah, it's still a worthwhile game to go back and play. One of the early games I played on PC, getting into PC gaming, but had a phenomenal time with Far Cry 3, so definitely want to give that a shout at $3.99. RoboCop Rogue City, 90% off for $4.99. The Alex Murphy edition is $5.99. Now, this is a great price point. You can also get the complete collection, which includes Unfinished Business as well, $31.48. So the Unfinished Business is valued at $30, and then you get Rogue City essentially for $1.50. That's not too bad, but I would just wait for if you want to get Unfinished Business, I would just wait for the complete collection to get even cheaper, like 70% off, and get that for like, you know, $15 or something like that, or, you know, $18, around that range. But if you just want to pick up Rogue City, man, $4.99 on that is excellent, so definitely a good shout there. South Park: The Stick of Truth, 80% off for $5.99. If you know me, I love this game, and I have no care in the world for South Park, really. I mean, I've watched, like, some of the specials and whatnot, and I think it's funny, don't get me wrong. I'm just not a big television guy. I played Stick of Truth. I don't even know what possessed me to check out Stick of Truth, but I just got it kind of on a whim, and I was blown away by it. I thought the game was hilarious. And the fact that you have a South Park game, and it's, like, a fundamentally well-made RPG, like, just makes the whole experience even more funny, because it's humorous, and then you're like, wait a second, why is this game has no right to be this mechanically well made, but it is, and for $5.99, it's an excellent buy. Definitely recommend that. A good shout there. And lastly, I do want to give a mention to RoboQuest, which is 50% off for $12.49. Overwhelmingly positive reception on this one, 95% positive. Great art style, a fast FPS roguelite in a scorched future world. You're a rebooted guardian ready to kick some metal ass, fight with your buddy or by yourself, and annihilate hordes of deadly bots in an ever-changing environment. Again, really positive reception on this one. $12.49, great pickup there as well if you want a game like this, an action roguelite title. But that is going to do it for me. Again, a lot of great deals across the board. The Tomb Raider deal is absolutely insane. $2.99 on that. Rise of the Tomb Raider is an awesome game, one of the better games I've played over the last decade, and you know, I'm not going to say it's one of my top 5 games of all time, but certainly one of the better games I've played in my life. So ROTR is great, and some other great deals. The Mega Man deal is really solid as well. Links to everything, as always, in the description box below. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.